Hey guys, how are you? Andy Suku, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions. Just a really quick message to my guys at 10K Card, especially Sean Lashley. Now listen, guys, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a rising entrepreneur, if you're an established entrepreneur, you know how first impression counts when it comes to your business, right? You know how very important it is to have your business cards, have all your information on your business cards, have your website up. You know how important it is because as business, when you're meeting people, again, first impression counts. So one day, this guy, Sean Lashley, shout out to Sean Lashley, reached out to me and he's telling me about this digital business card. I'm like, digital business card? God knows, listen guys, when I go out to events, I wear fitted suits. The last thing I want is a bulky stack of business cards in my pocket. Last thing I want is that, right? So Sean reached out to me and he's telling me about these cards. I'm like, digital business card? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I said, listen, send me a sample, Sean. Let me see what you're talking about. When he sent me, and here's the beauty about Sean. He takes his time to do the research on your company, what you do, what you specialize in. He looks at your social media. He sees who you're connected with, right? He goes the extra length to reach out to your team behind the scenes just to get information on your company and how you communicate with your client. When Sean sent me this business card, I was blown up. I was like, get the hell out of here. Excuse the language. One of the best ideas that's ever came to my space. The 10K digital business card is amazing. You don't have to walk around a stack of credit cards. All your contact information is on there, or your social media, email. The form is the form card is so customizable. Everything at the fingertip of your phone. All you have to do is scan the QR code. If you watch our Y2K videos at Y2K_Credit Solutions, that QR code is always on our video. Scan the video, you get access to all of our content, you get access to schedule a consultation. But listen, 10K card, Sean, listen man, you did it. It's an amazing product. I endorse the product. I love the product. I tell all my colleagues about the products and my business partners. Guys, if you don't have your 10K business card, you're not ready for real entrepreneurship and get into the real business world, because without that card, your business is just stuck behind. You're just behind times, and you need that card. So listen, shout out to 10K Cards, shout out to Sean Lashley and the whole team. Shout out to Coach. Guys, thank you for the amazing work. Keep on doing greatness, man. You guys are amazing. Talk to you soon.
Mayad nga adlaw. I'm Ato de la Cruz. I'm a love coach At the same time, I'm a spa and wellness director of Ilaya Spa here in Damaris Hills, Tierra Verde, Haniway, Iloilo. Thank you, Coach RM, for introducing to me the 10K digital calling card. All you need to do is just scan my QR code, and then you got all my links, my FB account, my IG account, my email, where to pay, my GCash, my BPI, QR code. It's all there. So it's very convenient. It's a paperless digital calling card. Thank you so much, Coach RM.
Woo! Hey, good day, guys. How are you? My name is Sean Lashley, founder and CEO of 10KCARDS. We're running a 7-day challenge, and we're going to show 10 individuals how to make $1,000 in 7 days. All right. Every day we're going to make a video updating what the process look like, what strategies we're using, and here's why we're doing this. Others have done it, and so can you. All right. See you guys back in Clubhouse. Cheers.
To add 10K Cards digital business card to your home screen using your Android smartphone. Firstly, you may scan the QR code or click the link to direct you to the digital card. Then, click the three dots on the upper right of the digital card. Next, you may edit the name or directly click the Add button. Lastly, click Add to add it now to the home screen. Finally, the notification will pop up that the shortcut to the digital business card was successfully added to home screen. Now, you can check it to home screen. Enjoy sharing your digital business card. Thank you.
It all comes down to mindset. One of the reasons you guys will see me running up and down the goddamn place like I don't give a damn, because there are 8 billion people in the world. 8 billion people. If one say no to me, I'm going to someone else. If someone else say no to me, I'm going to someone else. Also, another mindset hack that I normally use, I'm willing to make 100 outreach to get one yes. Whenever I get a yes, I mentally reset the clock. You know, when I first met Jay, I'm like, Jay is going to have a 10K card. So we created a card for Jay like 2 months before he got on the phone with us. And anyone that want to meet Jay, actually, you can just type jmassey10k.com. You'll find his card. So the point I want to share here, guys, anyone here in the audience, please, everyone is reachable. But if you remember, there are 8 billion people on the planet. And with 100 no's, you'll get a yes. If you can fall in love with that formula, the sky's the limit. Okay? Back to you, Shannon.
Thanks, Sean. Always appreciate that. So I guess we've established that it's always best to ask before we assume that someone like Jay or like Uncle Al is untouchable. Thanks for clarifying that, you guys. Really appreciate that. Let's go back down to
A really quick message to my guys at 10K Card, especially Sean Lashley. Now listen, guys, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a rising entrepreneur, if you're an established entrepreneur, you know how first impression counts when it comes to your business, right? You know how very important it is to have your business cards, have all your information on your business cards, have your website up. You know how important it is because as business, when you're meeting people, again, first impression counts. So one day, this guy, Sean Lashley, shout out to Sean Lashley, reached out to me and he's telling me about this digital business card. I'm like, digital business card? God knows, listen guys, when I go out to events, I wear fitted suits. The last thing I want is a bulky stack of business cards in my pocket. Last thing I want is that, right? So Sean reached out to me and he's telling me about these cards. I'm like, digital business card? I'm like, what is this guy talking about? I said, listen, send me a sample, Sean. Let me see what you're talking about. When he sent me, and here's the beauty about Sean. He takes his time to do the research on your company, what you do, what you specialize in. He looks at your social media. He sees who you're connected with, right? He goes the extra length to reach out to your team behind the scenes just to get information on your company and how you communicate with your client. When Sean sent me this business card, I was blown up. I was like, get the hell out of here. Excuse the language. One of the best ideas that's ever came to my space. The 10K digital business card is amazing. You don't have to walk around a stack of credit cards. All your contact information is on there, or your social media, email. The form card is so customizable. Everything at the fingertip of your phone. All you have to do is scan the QR code. If you watched our Y2K videos at Y2K_credit solutions, that QR code is always on our video. Scan the video, you get access to all of our content, you get access to schedule a consultation. But listen, 10K card, Sean, listen man, you did it. It's an amazing product. I endorse the product. I love the product. I tell all my colleagues about the products and my business partners. Guys, if you don't have your 10K business card, you're not ready for real entrepreneurship and get into the real business world, because without that card, your business is just stuck behind. You're just behind times, and you need that card. So listen, shout out to 10K Cards, shout out to Sean Lashley and the whole team. Shout out to Coach. Guys, thank you for the amazing work. Keep on doing greatness, man. You guys are amazing. Talk to you soon.
Hey, good day, guys. How are you? My name is Sean Lashley, founder and CEO of 10KCARDS. We're running a 7-day challenge, and we're going to show 10 individuals how to make $1,000 in 7 days. All right. Every day we're going to make a video updating what the process look like, what strategies we're using, and here's why we're doing this. Others have done it, and so can you. All right. See you guys back in Clubhouse. Cheers. Woo! Hey, good day, guys. How are you? My name is Sean Lashley, founder and CEO of 10KCARDS. We're running a 7-day challenge, and we're going to show 10 individuals how to make $1,000 in 7 days. All right. Every day we're going to make a video updating what the process look like, what strategies we're using, and here's why we're doing this. Others have done it, and so can you. All right. See you guys back in Clubhouse. Cheers.
To add 10K Cards digital business card to your home screen using your Android smartphone. Firstly, you may scan the QR code or click the link to direct you to the digital card. Then, click the 3 dots on the upper right of the digital card. Next, you may edit the name or directly click the Add button. Lastly, click Add to add it now to the home screen. Finally, the notification will pop up that the shortcut to the digital business card was successfully added to home screen. Now, you can check it to home screen. Enjoy sharing your digital business card. Thank you.
Is to monitor their progress as we go along. So if you look at my 10K card, you're going to see the 7-day challenge. When you click on it, there's a button that say your 10K accountability, your daily accountability chart. And with that daily accountability chart, they have to enter who they call, how many text messages sent, how many DMs, and how many times they present on stage in front of an audience of this much. And then once we track that for 7 days, they have no idea how much way above 1,000 they're gonna make. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna get into it. Let's get some people into the room, and then we're gonna do a proper intro. Well, how's your day so far, buddy?
It's been awesome so far. How's yours been?
Oh man, always good, man. Always good.
Always amazing.
I got up bright and early. Anthony sent me a list of 40 realtors that's under his watch that's all getting a digital card. So
Don's here. Oh my God. Hi, Don.
Let's pull Don up. Let's pull my guy, Coach up.
Don's amazing.
Welcome, guys. If you want to come to the stage, guys, just. Today we're going to be speaking on how you can make $1,000 in 7 days using the 10K cards, but it's way beyond 1,000. It's for the mindset hack that you're about to get into. Because removing all the mental obstacles that you have in your way while pushed through for success. You're gonna learn a formula that you can apply to any area of your life: business, professional, relationship, friendship, doesn't matter. And you'll be able to get the same outcome that you're connected to. All right. But have a great day today. Anyone have any question while we get to know each other?
Hello, everyone.
Sorry to mention, guys. The lead moderator today is gonna be Jacob. Jacob will be your pilot. Any question? Jacob is the man. I'll be in the background for most time. If you need support, then I'm gonna pop in. But Jacob, I respectfully pass the mic to you.
Well, that's kind of you. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Hello, Don. Okay, I'm going to give some mad props to Don, if you don't mind, my friend. He started something yesterday, which I'm so grateful for. So I was hosting my room yesterday. Sean, don't know if you know this. I hosted my house is heart. Where I teach people about nonprofit housing and how to do real estate strategies with like social conscience, like how to give back. And my nonprofit is called Sherlock Soames Foundation. We're trying to get to all 50 states. We're trying to expand everywhere. We're trying to just grow. And we have a home we're trying to get opened up in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have to start raising money for it, and there's always expenses, but to get it started, you always have to show that you can do something. And the first thing is to make sure we cover the rent. So we still have utilities and furnishings to go, but we were just trying to start with one thing at a time, which was raise the money for the rent. And Don was amazing, and he came up and he donated 50% of what we were trying to raise yesterday, which inspired another donor. And they were able to come up with the other 50%, which is awesome, Don. And they're going to be donating $1,000 a month between now and December. So we're actually able to go ahead and start opening up our home in Raleigh, and we can start looking at getting the furnishings together, getting the remodel together, and starting to work with communities to take these people off the streets. So, Don, thank you. You started something, and I'm so grateful, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
What was that? I missed that one. Go over that one more time. Slowly.
So I had my room yesterday, and Don was in the room, and I'm answering questions about how to get people, how to help people open up houses around the country. And we're trying to open one in Raleigh, North Carolina. We were trying to raise $2,000 so we could have the mortgage covered, because they're larger houses, right? So we're trying to raise the funds, and Don stepped up, and he actually donated the first $1,000, which created another donor to step up and donate the other $1,000, and the other donor is going to donate $1,000 per month between now and December, so we can actually get this started and this initiative moving. So now we are officially going to be opening up our next home in Raleigh, North Carolina thanks to Don's amazing leadership and his willingness to step out into faith and help us do something that is going to change the world. Don, I adore you. I was bragging about it. I was praying for you. I was thanking God for you all day yesterday. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna drive some more value to that event. So what I want you to do for me, Jacob, is to make a testimonial video. Shouting out Don for what he did. That's number one. Number two, Don, I want you to do a video explaining why you do what you did. And then I'm gonna have my team put together a nice video, and then we're gonna include something from 10K Cards also and get that message out. You see, here's the thing. People are not aware of what they can do until they see someone else do it. So when people say, oh, be humble, do it secretly, do it anonymously, fuck that bullshit. Let people keep doing, because it's going to inspire others and open up the eyes and minds of others to do exactly the same thing. So, Jacob, I want to thank you for what Don has done. Don, I want a video from you saying why you did what you did. And then I'm going to have my team merge both videos together, and we're going to market a crap out of that video. I'm going to get easily about 10,000 views in that video in the first day. Okay, so let's get to work on that. And that's how we're going to start raising awareness. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create, okay, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to create the QR code for the direct donation on that video. Okay. All right. So I'm going to appear in the video as well. I'm going to say, hey guys, what's up here? I'm so happy and grateful to be in association with Jacob and his foundation. I'm also very close to Don, and this is what happens when friends come together. So my question here to you is, if you think you can make a difference, scan the QR code or you text, I want to be a part of this, to this number, and someone is going to reach out to you. So I'm going to show you, and I want you guys to track this event and watch what we're going to make out of it in the next 6 months. In 6 months, we'll do another video. All right.
Let's do it. You see how fast we move. I'm going to do another.
Yeah, exactly. Questions you pick up. What time today can I get that video from you?
Once we're done with this.
Yeah, very good. No, I'm going to get that video from you, Don.
Same thing.
Good. See, so my editing guy is in the room. So we're gonna get straight to the point with that one now. The reason I'm asking you this question, I'm paying for social media services where I'm paying for 4 boosts a day. 4 boosts. So when we put up videos, we're getting automatic boosts done daily. And I'm paying for 4 boosts. So we have over 20 different channels, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna make this shit go viral.
You have 20 different channels there, GBC?
We have 20 different channels. So one of our strategies, Jacob, and we're going to do it as well. When you get your hands completely in control of, are you fully in control of your social media, Jacob?
I am fully in control of my VAs, which are completely in control of my social media.
All right, so we're going to start a new venture. It's going to be Sherlock Holmes and 10K Cards. Once we start that social media presence, then 10K Cards is going to sponsor that movement right there. And then you're going to be able to now leverage our name to start raising awareness as to how they can get in touch with Sherlock Holmes.
I love it.
Okay?
I love it.
And then the call to action button will go straight to you and your organization. Now you see why we do what we do.
I do see why you do what you do. I love what you do.
That's it. So I can probably say we're now going to have 21 different social media channels. In fact, I need to go to an account and all of them. I'll do that today. Okay, so both of you guys, you have work to do. So the mic is back to you, Jacob. Let's get this party going.
Well, I'm not going to say no to that. Hey, Don, look what we did. You gave us something to talk about this morning.
Exactly. Listen, it was a pleasure to do. And Sean, I don't know how you do it, but you take every opportunity and make another opportunity.
There we go.
I know. It's like an alchemist, right? You just kind of like, hey, let's go ahead and turn that to gold too. Let's see what happens. I don't think he knows how not to do it. This is what would happen. You see, it's okay, Don. In the past life, Sean was back when Jesus was on top of that hill with like 2 fishes and a couple of bread, right? And Jesus was like, I don't know what that'll do with this. Turned to Sean, and Sean was like, here, let me touch it. And suddenly, everything multiplied.
I love it, man. I love it. When you have a spirit of giving, sharing, and caring, these things automatically come to the forefront, guys. Too often, anyone that is suffering, anyone that's in pain, that's because they're being selfish and focusing on themselves. But when you decide to stop focusing on you and focus on someone else, and use your God-given gift and resources to help them, you'll be amazed to see what can happen to an individual. So, to everyone on stage and in the audience, I want to challenge you. If ever you're not feeling as happy as you possibly can, go find someone to help. Because when you find someone to help and you see that look of gratitude on their faces, you're going to say, you know what, I'm so happy I got involved. And that's what it's all about. So with that said, let's get into some more introductions now. So, Don, officially introduce yourself to the audience, please.
Yes, my name is Don Daniel, and I'm the founder of Pill Method International, a better way to eliminate debt. And I also have a book by the same name. And we do business. I've got to mention that I'm the founder of the New Pill Method Club, and I'm co-mod on a couple of other clubs that you would recognize if you go to my bio. All right. We do business in all 50 states, including the Virgin Islands and 7 other countries. We aid our clients with financial education and disruptive technology so they can read, understand, and take advantage of amortization schedules so that they can cut their interest costs by up to 75%, eliminating all of their debt in 7 to 9 years, including 30-year mortgages. And by introducing this metric to buy and hold investors, they can increase their profitability significantly without compromising cash designated for investing. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to support 10K Cards and Sherlock's Home and Jacob. So listen, folks, 2 great causes here.
Sorry about that, guys. Of course, I had to focus on that. What were you saying, Don? I'm sorry.
I was just saying that I was glad to be able to support you and 10K Cards. So I'm Don, and I'm done speaking.
So before Jacob jump on you, Don, what inspired you? What motivated you? Why did you decide to step up and support Jacob?
Well, I had asked Jacob a question about housing the homeless. And I'm here in Costa Rica right now, and we had to catch a bus out of town. And we went through a section of town where there were a bunch of homeless. Every time I see homeless, it speaks to me. And not everybody has the same talents, not everybody has the same calling, but when I see the homeless, there's something that says, you've got to do something. And so by meeting another gentleman on this app, talked about housing the homeless, he has a whole program that he puts together, and we're going to bring that to Huntsville, Alabama. So I wanted to ask Jacob about doing this as a nonprofit, or how can we help nonprofits by doing this, and he gave us some good advice on that. Then he mentioned he needed some funds to get this up and running. Get his home in Charlotte. Was it Charlotte?
It's in Raleigh.
It's in Raleigh. And so to get that up and running, you needed $2,000. He says, you don't have to, and when he said you don't have to have a nonprofit to support nonprofits, I said, well, how about that? So I said, well, why don't we get a challenge going? And I'll put up $1,000 as a challenge to get the other $1,000. And then I said, you know what? Why don't I just give the $1,000 first and see what happens? So that's what inspired the whole thing. It was all Jacob and the way that he does things.
Oh my God. Don, I love you, man. Thank you so much. I was so not expecting it, but I'm so glad that you stepped up. Because it's funny, because the other donor said most people don't want to be first, but they definitely want to be somewhere. They want to be involved, but they don't want to be the first person to do it. And I was like, well, I'm always the first person. I don't mind. I'm the guy that gets up. I'm like, except for at church, we got to go to the potluck. I'll wait for the elders to get there first because that's just polite, But then I'm right behind them. Okay, so usually I'm towards the beginning of things. But thank you for being the person that really did inspire Lauren's donor to actually support us. That was amazing. So I'm like, I felt so much better last night. I was emotionally drained when I went to bed, but it's amazing. I called the landlord of that property and I told her what happened, and she was just thrilled. So we caught her just in time, because she usually rents it out to college students. It's in a great location. So we were able to go in there instead, and we'll be able to phrasing matters. So thank you for that. Oh, so welcome in. Hello, Coach. Are you here, Mr.
Hi.
Mr. Lobaton? Coach,
Hi.
how
Hi,
are you,
Jacob.
RM?
Happy morning, Jacob. I'm Coach
Good
RM
morning.
Lobaton. Is my signal good?
Yes, it is. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from 10,000. I'm from Boracay Island, Philippines. I'm in the island.
Oh, don't you guys have a volcano watch right now, aren't you?
The Taal one. Yeah. No, that's in the Manila. We are in the Visayas, Region 6.
I have no idea where that is. Tell me, is that north, south, east, west?
Well, I don't know, but just Google Boracay Island, Philippines, and we are
How do
here
you
on
know how to
Panay.
spell it? But I will find out.
Yeah, please see you here in the island in a way.
I have 3 VAs that are in the Philippines, and I love them. But I'm always worried. I'm like, okay, what's happening today? Is everybody safe? Is there a typhoon? Is there a volcano? You guys have so many natural emergencies over there, dear God. So thank you for joining us today. What's your experience with 10K cards? Tell us the 10K story.
Let me make the introduction for Coach. I'll make the introduction for Coach. Last year, Coach reached out to me, and Coach said, I want to work for you. I said, no, I don't think so. I said, first of all, I'm a workaholic. I don't want to hear about a 9 to 5. I don't want to hear about a weekend. I don't want to hear it's too late. All I want to hear is that you'll get it done. So long story short, our relationship started last year. And he has not only never left our camp, but one of our strategies in bringing team members on, including our VAs, is we make them an affiliate member with 10K cards. So now the real interview begins. Coach, do you remember when we met? Share with the audience what your first interview with me was like.
It was really intentional on October, and then I am a workaholic and don't sleep. Okay, sabi ko, it's fine. I can work with that. But it's
Also, how long before we okay, how is the commission you're making in the Philippines? Is that helping your mission move forward?
yes, actually, I'm doing good, especially on sales here in the Philippines. And we expanded the program for 10,000 cards. As of this time, if you will see my page, we are now on the local TV in the island, in Aklan and Boracay Island, so just to promote 10,000 cards, digital business cards here in the Philippines. And it helps me also develop and get more clients. And thank you so much, Sean Lashley, for this opportunity. And well, I'm not leaving 10,000 cards. 10,000 cards now is part of my life, Jacob.
The reason I asked you that, Coach, most people think when you want to find great people and reward them well, it's going to cost you a lot. It's not going to cost you a lot if you have strategic partnerships. So when you're a partner of 10K cards, we're going to open up the doors for you. We're going to make things possible. And most importantly, we're going to lead by example. So all our VAs are freaking handsomely rewarded. And the reason we handsomely reward people because we believe in people, guys. And there's an entrepreneur in all of us. We just have to have the right relationships and have the people that's willing to actually help us propel the mission forward. All right, so with that said, Jacob, back to your interview, of course, buddy.
Well, I'm happy as hell. So one of the things I love, so this is the cool part, and now you can tell I'm waking up right now. Yeah. So I actually, when I met Sean, which was in, I just started really using Clubhouse, and I found my way up on the stage, and I was just being my fabulous self because let's be honest, that's all I know how to do. And I was up on stage talking in a very stuffy real estate room, which I think has livened up a bit. Thank you very much. And so I was on the stage and I don't remember what happened. So I was like, I'm going to give you a 10K card. I'm like, what the hell is this? And so I looked, I'm like, this is amazing. So I called Sean and we started speaking. And I told him, no one's really doing anything in the nonprofit industry to help bring them into the 21st century. Because my philosophy is that nonprofits need to start making themselves independent from grants and donors. They have to be able to create some sort of product or stream of income so they can actually start supporting themselves. And no one's really giving them a tool. And I told Sean, like, I think this could actually work. Let's brainstorm and see how to make it happen. So then Sean came up with Donate 10K. So this is what we are doing now. Any nonprofit that you guys know, which I'm loving, by the way, any nonprofit that you guys know that wants to go out and help others, not at the expense of anybody else. Okay, so like, just because they're doing their mission does not mean is actively trying to stop someone else's rights, as we know some organizations do. Okay, so as long as they're a nonprofit that is out there trying to further a positive goal, not at the expense of others, they're able to go they'll get a spot on donate10k.com. So they just have to send it out and people can select their organization and make a donation right there, which is amazing. And then if any of their board members, because that's completely free, so then any of their board members can share that card, tell people to go donate right here. Here's the link, right? Boom, 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 go. So if anybody, and then they'll have their own 10K card for their organization, like we have for mine. Mine is Sherlock10K.com because my home is my foundation is called Sherlock's Homes Foundation. So we've got Sherlock10K.com. So now when I want people to just make a donation, they can go to Sherlock10K.com, hit the fundraiser button, and it goes right to where we are raising funds. And the one thing that's really cool that you can do with 10K cards, which I love for my organization, is we can put various fundraisers that we're doing for various initiatives. So, Sean, we should probably put one up there for Raleigh. Now that we have that.
Here's the good news. While you're speaking, Jacob, an idea came to mind, and we're gonna create a customized form this morning that's gonna say apply to be listed on the networking card for the nonprofit. I'll find the right verbiage. So what's gonna happen now? The individual can send us their name, number, email, the name of their organization, and the reason why we should consider adding them to the list. When you receive that email and you want it to be something in alignment with our vision, then we just add it to the stuff. So we remove an entire conversation by the push of a button.
I love that. And we can actually get other nonprofits that we know to, if we can send it to them, I'll say, give a thank you card or like a thank you video. We can actually create like a video testimonial for people saying how they're using it inside of their organization. Oh my God, I'm loving this.
Here we go. So the other video will be send your video testimony 60 seconds or less. And then we'll create a link so they can upload that video right there.
They could even do it because, like, the crazy thing is that you do it for a week, right? Because you're like, what is this? What's happening? Oh, what are these links? Okay, let me make sure I'm getting this right. So, like, the video testimonial should really be like, we keep up with them. I'll keep up with them every day for a week. So, okay, are you using this? Are you using this? We're putting it in our, by the way, we're now putting it, so on our t-shirts that we have for our organization, we just started making kid-sized t-shirts. But on the back of our t-shirts has our QR code. So when it's scanned on an adult t-shirt, it takes them to Sherlock10K.com, which is so cool, by the way, because that gives them access to our social media, as well as our fundraisers, as well as our history and who our board members are, applications to volunteer, everything like that. So that's where they get that just from scanning a QR code on the back of our t-shirts. But I kind of felt weird putting that on the kid shirt because, let's be honest, if you're an adult and you go and you take a picture of a kid from the back, it's just creepy. Right? Like, that's not okay. That's real creepy. So I told her, I'm like, we're not doing that. So I told our girl yesterday, her name's Chelsea, at University T. I told her, what I want you to put on the back is just put down Sherlock10K.com.
That's it.
Because now they have a website that's totally like, that's innocuous. No one's asking you
That's closure. Yeah, that's closure.
You know what I mean? Like, that's okay. So they have the Sherlock's Homes logo in the front, which is super cute, by the way, especially when it's only like size for a 4-year-old. And then the back just says Sherlock10K.com, and everyone can go there just by typing in their phone, and no one has to be a creeper. So, and it looks better than Sherlock's Homes Foundation.org. Like, that's just too much. Like, that's too much to put on the back of a shirt, right? Because it's going to wrap around 15 times, and you're only 2 feet tall. So anyway, so Sherlock10K.com is going to be in the back of the shirt, so people can go and they can see what that's like. So if we were to do that, we could actually have on the cards, when other nonprofits get to have their card, they'll be able to go get that, as well as have the Donate 10K spot there as well. And they can send out to their donors. And this is the cool part. So, Don, when you get your nonprofit going, or until then, whatever you'd like to dude. You can just join ours. Join Sherlock's Homes. I'll help you. We'll open a home in your area in Huntsville.
Well, fantastic.
I would love that.
At the time, I didn't know, Jacob, how time sensitive this was, and that is the power of the Holy Spirit to say, you need to move on this now. So I can't even take credit for that. It was just, do it now instead of, not tomorrow, not the next day, but do it now. I did not know it was time sensitive. And who knows, you might have missed out on the other donor, because of that. So I'm just amazed how all of this comes together when you're working together to do good.
It's so true. And thank you for saying that too, because it's funny. You know RB, the realtor?
Yep.
I know of her, by the way. You know of her. Okay, let me tell you. She kind of took me under her wing when I actually started coming on Clubhouse, and we've become incredibly close. Like she's amazing. She's like one of my BFFs now. So she called me yesterday. She's like, I need you to remember why you came on Clubhouse and what you're doing. I was like, okay. And we talked about it. So you need to make sure you just go and you have to ask people to help you further your initiative. Hello, Dr. Pasha, to help you further your initiative and actually get people off the streets. I'm like, okay, that's great. So we came up, we started talking things out. So yesterday was the first day I remembered to ask people to support so we can help their initiative. Because like I'm telling you, Don, we do want to open around the country. And if you want us to, we'll open a home in Huntsville. You don't have to wait. I'll show you what we do. We'll do it together. Why not? So what that looks like, by the way, is we would open up a bank account in Alabama. You'd have signatory powers, and you could use the EIN. We'd have the legal entity paperwork started. We would then get a solicitor's license so we can start raising funds in that area. And then we just start the process of letting people know what you're doing, and we would document what it is you're doing. So when people want to do it in their neighborhoods, they can just give us a call and we continue to do it. Because that's the whole point. We can do this together. So I think that's really exciting. And I wanted to tell you about a nonprofit that's in your area, and I'm dying to find their name. I cannot remember it. But how cool is this? If you're a real estate investor, you will love this. Everyone likes to think about, teaching kids entrepreneurship and housing. And the best nonprofit I have found that does this is a school system. How cool is this? Listen up. I'm so excited. I've got to find this. I do not know the name of it now, but this is the program. They take kids in high school, okay? Kids in high school, and they pay them a $500 a month stipend. Now, this is in an incredibly impoverished area it's either Alabama or Georgia. It's right there around the Augusta area, and I can't remember exactly where, okay? But it's in that general area, and hopefully those states touch at that point. Otherwise, I feel very confused. But anyway, move on. So they take these kids. They pay them $500 a month as a stipend, okay? And they take them to their neighborhood, which are depressed, dilapidated, abandoned, forgotten houses. And they actually teach them how to remodel those houses. They use the numbers for the construction in their math classes to teach them geography and help them to do problem solving.
All right, Sean. Wake up. Oh, give me 1 sec. David, Jacob. Just to give the room the biggest value, anyone that is on stage with a green beam, they're actually a partner with 10KCARDS. That means they own their card and they bought the membership. Anyone that want to get a digital card, DM me the word 10K challenge. DM me the word 10K challenge or 7-day challenge. We're going to give you a free $100 gift just so we can bring you in the room. So everything we're saying here can deeper resonate with you. I would never interrupt Jacob, but I want everyone to see the depth of the message. So anyone that does not have a 10K card, DM me the word 7-day challenge. We're going to include a $100 gift for you. And then if you upgrade and become a partner with us, which is a one-time payment of $200, you're going to not only get a green beam, but every client you get to get a digital card, you'll get 20% referral on it. So let's start off with no commitment, guys. DM me 7-day challenge. Let's get you started today. Jacob, the floor is yours.
Thank you. It actually just reminded me where I was going with this. So just to recap what this part is, they teach the kids how to remodel the houses using the numbers in their math classes, talking about paint in their chemistry classes and their art classes. They actually go out as a project for their art classes, actually paint the walls and stuff like that. It is so cool. And then they sell these houses with there's like a government program them there, they sell them to their parents. So their families actually have a house that they actually help build. So they're building a community. They're paying these kids so they don't lose interest. They're learning how to apply real life entrepreneurial skills in school. Can you freaking believe that? Actually, school's doing something that's beneficial. Sorry. And I'll stop with that before I go on that public rant. But I think it's such an incredible program, and I'm dying to find them again. I want to go over there and learn from them. So if anybody can find them, they are somewhere in either Georgia or Alabama. Google amazing. I don't know what you call it. Like what would you say? High school kids flipping educational. I don't know, just keywords there. But if you guys find it, let us know. So I would love to reach out to them, which is amazing. We can then put them on the 10K card, spread their message, which is what I want to do. And what I was going to say, piggybacking on what you just said, Sean, is that any nonprofit that goes onto the 10K card, if one of their donors enrolls in a 10K card, all the profits from that transaction, Sean is donating back to the nonprofits. So it actually goes to help their initiative and grow their board members. And I just thought that was absolutely awesome. So Sean, it was an awesome idea. I'm so grateful to help spread this message and tell people that they can actually help their nonprofits by giving them a really great product for free that they can leverage to sell and bring in passive income to keep their doors open every month. I thought that was really, really cool. So thank you for that. I don't know, he's not even here anymore, is he? Okay, in that case.
So sorry for that. Jacob, I was doing something in the background. What was that? Give me the last point.
Nothing. I was just saying you suck, and no one likes you.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's fine.
Just saying it. That's all. Moment's over.
When you lose the ability to be sensitive over bullshit, you'll live a much better life.
I laugh at myself all the time. Hello, Angela. Thank you for coming to the stage.
Hi, thanks for having me. I was pinging some people in the room and bringing people to the stage. Hi, I'm Angela. I'm also affiliated with 10K Cards. Woo-hoo. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm an urban gardener and also a health coach. So what I'm doing now is reaching out to the community with a lot of women and colored women in the community that actually do a lot of business on the landmark of 125th, trying to get them to promote their business through 10K cards. So that's what I'm doing on the other phone. So the other Angela down there, you wouldn't have to bring her up unless I had problems with being on the stage. But I'm on another call now, and that's for Angela. Thanks for letting me share.
Well, thank you, Angela, and thank you for doing something to actually make this world a little better. I love it. Oh, I forgot I have this picture. I'm going to save this picture and change mine because, Sean, I feel bad. I didn't realize that I had this part. I supposed to have said fabulous on it. Let's change it. Okay, so let's go ahead and say, hi, Dean. How are you, my friend? Oh, you're fun. He sends me great messages on Facebook. How you doing, my friend?
Jacob, how's it going? What's up, Sean?
Absolutely amazing, Dean. Welcome to the family.
Yep. So my name's Dean Shoup. I'm a real estate investor in Boise, Idaho area, and I've got my 10K cards, and I've been on my own since about 2014, 15. I've had a lot of business cards printed, changed, all the above. Constantly there would be times where I would get my business card, printed. Then I would say, oh man, I need to make this change. 10K cards is a game changer. It's huge. Sean is so responsive, and when I first reached out to him, he built it right away. He had his team build it, and I like it because anytime I need to change, I call him within few minutes. Within the day, the changes are made on the card, and I really appreciate that. And you got to get a 10K card.
I have never. I can't. I agree. I like that. Okay, I can't speak anymore. That's not a good quality for someone who's moderating a room. So I'm going to start that over and find my Adderall, and we're going to fix my tongue. So, I could not say it better. I thought that was wonderful. Yes, Sean. I need one of those pictures. I don't have one of those pictures like Lauren has.
All right,
I need one of those.
Awesome. So what you want?
Make a rainbow in the background. I want a rainbow.
Great. So text me the image that you want to use. Text it like that same image you have right now. Text me that original image, and then we're gonna add it on for you. Sounds good?
Yes. Oh, I have one more. I'm shirtless, but it's not my body. So it's
Lord have mercy.
No, that was not going to work. Not professional. Okay.
Jacob, we love you so much. Whatever picture you send us, we'll work with it. It's okay.
Oh, don't. Dude, be careful what you say now. That may not be the right choice.
You send it, we put it up public, but you go ahead.
Okay, I'll find one. So I'm actually going to I'm sorry, I'm not going to skip everybody, but I want to say hi to my girlfriend Lauren here, who is amazing. She's on my board, and she found the other donor yesterday, who is helping us for the next 6 months or so. And Lauren has been incredible. If you guys don't know her, you need to. She might have a talk show soon. I'm just saying, don't be surprised. Anyway, but I wanted Lauren to say hi and thank you. And if Sean, if I have to go, I have 11 o'clock, but Lauren might be able to. I know you guys can keep it on going, but I'll come back when that's over. But Lauren, honey, hi.
Hi, my love. How are you? Oh my goodness, I need to have a white background version like yours. Sean.
We're gonna get a rainbow. I'm gonna find a different picture now. Let me see.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna edit and play with mine too.
You know, I'm so confused. I don't even know what background you guys are talking about. I'll get in the back channel with you guys. We're here to serve the audience.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Well, yes, I am actually, to tell you a little bit more about myself, I'm a lifelong philanthropic. I'm an event producer that leverages my artistic background and colorful travel experiences as I produce inspirational events that are masterpieces onto themselves as I work on every aspect for your next event. On top of that, I have over 15 years of non-for-profit experience as well as fundraising. As Jacob said, I was able to land the $1,000 donor that will not only put in $1,000 for July, but August, September, October, November, and December. So I have just brought $6,000 into by the end of the year for Jacob's Sherlock Holmes Foundation. It's a great organization, a great cause, but that's what fundraising is about, is to land those donors. Thank you, Don, for your $1,000. That
he started something, right?
He did start something, and he needs to keep the train going. And that's what it is. That's my big mission, is when you get someone who starts a fundraising, and this is something I talked to Jacob about last night after the donor. When you get a donor to come in, it's trying to motivate the next one. No one wants to be the first, but no one wants to be the last. And the interesting thing about donations, especially crowdfunding donations, is they will always follow the next person. So if someone donates $50, they will donate $50. If someone donates $1,000, they'll see that the price leverage is higher. So with Don's $1,000, it motivated my donor that came in and listened and all that stuff to actually donate $1,000. But I was able to convince them, well, what's $1,000 every month at the end of the month? It's just $1,000 every month to the end of the month. Like, we'll have to try again in the new year. And they said, oh yeah, sign me up for that. So I got them to do that. So that's the thing. It's not only do you follow train, you can make suit and try to do a, every month type of donation. So that's where we're focused is on right now with Sherlock Holmes and everything else. And thank you, Sean, for the great opportunities that you've given Jacob and Sherlock Holmes and all the other non-for-profits that's on your card, but also the non-for-profits that you partnered with me on my special donation card, where I give smaller donations and smaller organizations a chance on donate10k.com to have a chance to showcase their platform. We all know about, I'm not going to say Goodwill because they're not a non-for-profit, but we all know about Surprise. Mm-hmm. But IKEA is a non-for-profit. But unfortunately, those are already in the public eye. Red Cross is in the public eye. Salvation Army is in the public eye. But what about the small non-for-profits such as Covenant House and Sherlock Holmes Foundation and all these other small organizations? That's what I wanted to tap into. So with the partnership of Sean and his beautiful idea, I'm able to give a heads up or a handout and a hand up to the smaller non-for-profits. But Sean has this amazing idea with his 10 special spotlight people, and I'm spotlighting all the other ones. So that's what the power of these non-for-profits and the power of these 10K cards can do, is they collaborate and you can collect and you can combine and inspire with one another.
And you definitely have done that, which I'm loving. By the way, so you just reminded me about the 10 people. So one of the fundraisers we're going to do, and we're going to put this on the challenge, because I think it makes sense with the 10K challenge. I'm loving this. Oh, it's coming to me as I'm thinking, which is really cool. Okay. So when I was already dealing with my nonprofit board, we have a board meeting this coming week. I'm going to challenge 10 of my board members to find 10 other members underneath them to go and raise $10,000 through doing various fundraisers that we have. Or another one for our other board members, they're going to have to sell same teams, and they have to sell 10 of the shirts. Because what a t-shirt does is it gets brand awareness. It spreads brand awareness out there. It tells people to have a conversation, and you're wearing your advertising so people see, and they can give, and they can know what you're doing. It's a very cool strategy, and I love that. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys all about it, because it makes more sense that way. So anyway, so we're going to do that t-shirt challenge as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the instructions of how to do this fundraiser on the 10K card. So when we send it out to these new nonprofits and they're doing their fundraisers, they've got a fundraiser already built in. So they can send it to their donors. Their donors sign up for their 10K card with their own URL, so they know who's raising what. And then those profits from them signing up are already going to the tally for the nonprofit. So that their fundraisers are already growing. How cool is that? I got excited. Okay, I'm happy about that. Lauren's like, okay, she knows all about my crazy mind. Okay,
absolutely love it. Yeah, sorry, absolutely love it. You know, there's so many things you can do with these cards. It's the most amazing thing. And I think the coolest thing that Sean came up with is the digital cards, where you can have one that's actually based for yourself, one that's based, you know, yourself with your social media and all your clubs and everything you do here on Clubhouse, or even your LinkedIn. But then you can have your business personal card. But then your third card or fourth card or 28,000th card, depending on what you do. The digital cards, as I found out with Sean Jacob, what the hell are you doing, my friend?
I sat down. I'm so sorry.
My God, I thought my butt was bigger than yours.
Oh, okay.
I thought my butt.
Surprise.
But on that note, like what I found out is with the digital card, which I'm upgrading mine today, you can get unlimited cards. Did you hear that? Unlimited number of cards. So you can get, right? I'm so excited about this. So I could give each one of those little foundations their own damn card. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have them buy their own, because that's what it's about. Not gifting, but to supporting. So I'm going to use mine in a whole different way. I'm probably going to do mine for my event organization.
Yes, it's not about gifting, it's about empowering.
Absolutely.
Gifting is about empowering. I love that. I love that verbiage.
Absolutely. Oh, well, you know, each and every one of us has the same verbiage, but it means the same thing. But you just use your 10K cards the best you can, and what you need in your organization or your personal life. And I love that. So I can't wait for my digital cards, or digital wallet, in other words. But it's an amazing, amazing thing that Sean has created. And I love how it's booming and growing, and it's so clean. So if you don't have yours, guys, go up and message 10K card, got man in the corner there, my idol, my dream, the perfect person to collaborate with, and send a jacob10k.com into his DMs, because you will get your free card to start you, and then you can always upgrade to the affiliation program, which will give back, give more, give heart, and you will just grow your business 10K plus times. Who needs Grant Cardone? You got your own platform here with 10K.
That's funny. That's really funny. I love it.
It's not about the X, my love. It's about the K.
That's right. Because we all, besides, who wants one X? If I do any X's, I have to do 3 X's or none at all. Let's be very clear. But I can do a K. That's fine.
Are you talking about size, or are you talking about something else? You know, I'm the 3X, baby. Come on. Bring it on, baby.
Oh, dear God. I love you. Hello,
Yes. I just called myself that. I love it.
Well, you're gorgeous. Big is beautiful, darling. So,
darling, it's about my wallet size. It's not about my butt.
It's about your heart, darling. Your heart.
Yes, that's what it is. My heart, my wallet. It's like I
have an 11 o'clock. I've got to run to collaborate with another nonprofit to see what we can do to expand with them. But it's a 15-minute call, and I'll be back. So if you guys have any questions, please keep staying on. I'd love to talk to Sam. Get Adam to talk. Adam has an amazing story. Oh, my God. And I'll be back, okay?
Of course, Jacob. I guess I'm going to take over. I'm going to take over for my Jacob. Jacob, yes. Since we're at the same organization and everything that goes for Jacob's cards goes into my heart, my own, which is the Sherlock Holmes Foundation. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Sean, I appreciate, like I said, everything you have to do. So I want to move the mic over to Dr. Adam. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and maybe we can help find out what 10K cards can do for you, my dear.
Thank you so much, Lauren. And that was very kind of Jacob to say so. And before we go ahead, Lauren, if you look down in the followed by speaker section, you do know who we see. A mutual friend.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Totally. Hello,
Yes.
my dear. We see a couple of mutual friends. I see James down there, too.
We do.
And Pamela, of course.
Okay.
I'm going to move inside before I'm blown away by a weed whacker.
All right. So, what do you want to know? Lauren, you know everything about me. What else do you want to know?
Oh, my dear, with the amount of publications that is written about you, would you like an opportunity to put your publications in one spot that you can share to publicists, the media, or any friends that follow you?
Right. So I am my state's first drag queen. So I come from India, and it's south of India, in a place. In a state called Karnataka. So I live in Bangalore, which is the capital of my state. So I have